Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll run it here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Reset. Come back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Nigga came out the gate trying to throw a deep ball to Tyreek Hill up the seam.
Why not?
To me, why not? Why would you? Like, I'm not sitting on that shit.
And now out comes Houston. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
I'm tweaking. Up to the game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Cover 2 again.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down the man inside, down the man. 87.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
You get that.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hike the ball, hike the ball, hike the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh,
and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Marshall, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lion, lion, lion.
They'll run with Marshall, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Go, go.
To throw is Wentz. Being chased down left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. Ball shifty. Whoa. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, come back, come back.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Just joined in.
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Then they got to make something big here on 3rd.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, where's Watson have his arsenal? Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Come on, y'all.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that. First half, this becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
Right, they have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go, 120.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Sunday. 2-jet. 82. 81. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. All day.
got all 3 timeouts.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Lion. 82. Ram. Lion. 5-9. Great 15. Shit.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 180. Rip.
On second down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. Past the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Gotta keep running it, you know.
Reset.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the hole. Get his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
He taller than Tyreek Hill.
Man, them little niggas little fuck. Both of them niggas the same body shape, size, all that shit.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get
Barely.
10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The hair.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad.
I'm about to go get mad. Why didn't I get paid?
No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half.
Should get red to see
These
me.
receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender.
Well, but take that bit. I don't even know for man. Bring that shit back.
Kind of surprised by
Bring that
that.
shit back. 215, 15, 17, 18.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? We just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
That boy Teddy got his
Accelerating and off he goes.
Teddy ain't
All right,
good.
let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
So we can play the 3-on-3 shit, boy. My team's raw. I got Vic at
This
quarterback.
will be taken to the back of the end zone.
So I got Vic at quarterback, boy.
Give me a dub, I go get it
And a
in.
pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to get a really long field goal to do so.
Put it on your daughter.
The kickers in today's game
Niggas
for granted.
Nah.
And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Calm down, tell him us, man.
On first down, Wentz.
Give me 30
They're going deep for Hill. And now here is another
That shit gotta be
interception.
cheap, bro.
Picked off at the 20. And the return will stop right around the 25. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective
what you over there
sidelines,
doing?
we take a break. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You ain't figure your game out, man.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
I ain't gonna get a cord for $2.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some.
I ain't gonna buy a cord for $2.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
You got good cord.
You know the Wi-Fi boxes always come with a cord. You go look for an old Wi-Fi box or cable box.
He say the Wi-Fi box got a cord, but Red can't find it.
With your defense, you're really going to go to your
Yeah, he
speed
can't find it,
packages.
Ollie.
You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field.
He ain't look hard enough.
So
He
they
ain't
might
look
want
hard
to
enough.
run the
That's
ball
all,
against a
Ollie.
smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys. That's exactly what happened. It was tough
If
on
it was his 2K, you'd have found that thing.
very long. They ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and
Hey,
manageable. They've
send
got
me
a
your
chance at a
man.
first down.
Send me your man.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Man, look at him. Hey, all this shit, nigga hit me. That's so cool.
On 1st and 10.
He don't even play it. That's a crazy
Hey,
part.
hey, what you say, Ollie?
They don't even play Madden. That's the crazy part.
Hey, that's what you talking about? Yeah, alright. You talking about alright? So fast, like yeah, alright. So fast.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Who that is playing?
Richmond.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A couple of first
bro,
downs
send
on
me
the
your
drive
mind, though, alright?
Hold
on,
audience.
Augie.
47 now on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
You ain't even get the first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Wiggles free.
I'm all over Foreman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And will be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Bam! Get the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And now running right through it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Foreman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a foot race. 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 66 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Tiger. Reset.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.